Hi guys, and welcome to the Horror Room. So last week we took a look at some of the Kenner, Alien, and Predator stuff that I have boxed and sealed, with the exception of the Queen Hive Alien playset, which I accidentally put together wrong. So now I have to figure out how to get this piece off of here without breaking it. So I might have to use like a butter knife and some blow drying techniques. I don't know. But yeah, I'll figure that out a different day. But for now, we're going to take a look at the Alien and Predator Kenner figures that I have. And I have quite a bit. Let me show you. So I just have it all kind of out, ready to go. So I'm going to switch to the chair view, and we're going to take a look at each one. All right, so first off, we're taking a look at the Predator from the Alien vs. Predator box set. Now, this is one of the few exceptions where I have it sealed and loose. I had the loose figures before, and then I bought the sealed version, but looks pretty cool. And I like the way they designed the masks, that they can just snap right on the figure. With the exception of one Predator design, that is, because I think it does it for multiple ones, where the mask kind of fits in between the tusks of the Predator, and it can be kind of hard to keep their masks on. So here you have the standard warrior, Predator, whatever, not alien. Now, I don't know all the names of each of these Predator figures, so you'll have to bear with me. This is one of the only other few ones I do know, and that's the cracked tusk one. As we discussed in the previous video, they also use this mold for the Lava Planet one. Now this one, his mask just kind of rests on his face. And they have pretty good designs for, the Predator's looks, but this mask, like, look at it, it barely stays on. I'll probably have to put most of these back together off camera. Then you have the stealth mode. This was a mail away, or like a giveaway that you had to mail in to get. And he's like translucent, when he's cloaking himself. It's a pretty cool figure. It's got the chrome mask and the tool or weapons. The weapons are kind of weird, trying to get them to stay on him, so I'm gonna be real careful putting him down. Then we have another one that's kind of translucent, and he's like a shaman Predator, I guess. And then you take his mask off, and he's got some big old goat-looking horns. And my focus is gonna hate this video. Then we have another that kind of reminds me of a shaman. I'm not going to take all the masks off because I don't want to. So, yeah. And this one's really hard to get on. This one is one of the ones that's held by just the tusks, if you can tell. So to force that back on there is quite a pain. Same with this guy, which comes with this weird giant gun thing that's always firing missiles on the shelf, knocking other figures over. Great. Thanks, guys. Then you have, this is the same design that they used for the shaman. This one, I guess he's like a missile commando guy, and he keeps dropping his gun. This is one of my favorite ones. I think they redid this one for NECA, but he has like this really cool mask. He's got saw blades. He's got a claw that retracts. I will take his mask off because he's kind of got like this robotic look. So I think that's pretty cool. And then we have one of the ones from the later final series when they were releasing. And this is, I think, part of the Aliens lineup specifically, not the Predator lineup. And his mask is a little hard to keep on as well, but I had to show you the difference in his face. They also have one that has a longer mandible, and he's called the Berserker Predator. But I do not have that one. That's one that I've been after for a while. Seen them online, the price just hasn't been right. Same with the Swarm Alien, which was one of the electronic ones they had. Let me see, where's the... trying to find the Warrior Alien. I know I have it. Oh, there he is. So now we're on to Alien. Here's the Warrior Xenomorph from the Alien vs. Predator set. Pretty standard, pretty basic, but he's pretty cool. Now, just like the Predator figures, Alien also had a lot of variants. And for the Warrior Alien, they have this cool blue one. I really, really love the colors on this one. It's pretty cool. It's basically the same mold as the other one. Then you had a slightly different Alien Warrior. I think this one's actually called the Acid Alien. A little more of a sleek, leaner body. But it's pretty cool. He's got kind of a bluish black tint. So yeah, there's that one. Then we have the Queen Facehugger. This one came in 2 colors, but I have the beige or tan one. I think its tail can be used like a grappling hook, so it can kind of hang like a spider, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I like that one. Then we have, here, I'll try and get both of these up here. We have the Night Cougar, or Night Panther, I think, and then the Cougar. There he is. So here's a good example of 2 paint variants side by side. They had similar features, which I think was these little launching pieces, so like their head would duck and the thing would fly out. They don't really work as well anymore, and I don't really want to shoot a bunch of missiles around, so we're not doing that. Then we have the Gorilla Alien. This is the same one that I had growing up. The reason I can tell is there's like a little bit of lotion stuck in his chest from some dumb game or something that I played, and I guess I was using lotion as like blood or something. I don't know. Used to mess my toys all up. And here's the blue variant. I like the blue one a little better, but that classic black and purple one, you know, I grew up with that one. So now most of these Alien figures would come with like little chest bursters or face hugger toys, but I don't have hardly any of those. This is the bull one. As you can see, I barely touched him and his head went boop. And yeah, so it's mainly, I think it's this leg. Yep, it is that leg. So you push the leg back and then he shoots his head. Then you have another personal favorite. This is one that I had growing up. I don't think this is the exact one. Maybe it is. But this one, then you tilt his head forward and boom. He's got some spikes. So I like this one. And again, I don't know all the names of all these Alien variants, so I'm not even going to bother. But I do know the Mantis. Everyone knows the Mantis one, aside from the Gorilla. I love what they did with the claws. And yeah, just designs like this where they mixed bugs and animals. I'm like, they could have went so much further with this. And it's kind of frustrating that they didn't. Maybe they didn't want to. Maybe they had plans to, but they got kind of, you know, canceled or whatever. Or discontinued, I mean. This is the snake one. Another one of my absolute favorites. Has the little, the mandibles that go up. And the little mouth comes out. This came in 2 different colors. I think it's like the brighter green one, maybe. I just need to see if I can find that one someday. Then we have the crab alien. I guess what makes him a crab is kind of he's got crab claws, but he's supposed to have little things that shoot out of his chest. Those are missing. Little chest burster looking thingies. Here we have one of the only few Marine figures I have. This is the alien attack suit, which let me grab his cool little hat. And this is I think meant to resemble the Queen alien. He's like kind of on stilts. Sorry, the camera's focusing on the masks in the background. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Then I have this guy. I can't remember his name. I want to say Apone. I could be wrong. This is one of the classic 80s lineup figures. One of the few ones that I had that fit into this. Normally, obviously, it would be Ripley. But I do not have a classic Ripley figure. If I ever get one, though, she's going to go in the bad boy, the power loader. It's missing some missiles. Now, I do have a Ripley figure right here. If I can find her other gun. Oh, there it is. I'm sitting on it. This is from Alien Resurrection. No articulation. Horrible, horrible figure. But I can't say that I don't love it. It's just so bizarre and funny. I don't love putting the guns in her hands. She's holding that one surprisingly well, but that one never wants to stay in her hands. I would eventually like to find the Winona Ryder figure. I can't remember her character's name from that movie, but yeah. Here's some more figures from that set of Resurrection. This one's the acid damaged alien. Felt like at this point they were kind of giving up on making them super detailed. Like, I don't know, it just feels like the paint job is kind of unfinished on some of these. This one's kind of cool, but this is another one that I kind of don't like because it never wants to stand up. It's like this water alien hybrid. So they were kind of still toying around with the idea of the hybrid aliens, but obviously it did not last. It fizzled out. I would be very curious if NECA would do their own, but I highly doubt it. Like original ideas. Here we have another warrior alien. This is from Resurrection as well. I think this was kind of the actual design. I don't know about that blue mark, though. I don't know if that's actually supposed to be part of the figure, if somebody painted that on there. It kind of looks and feels like shoe polish. Or not shoe polish, nail polish. I don't know. Maybe I should try and clean that up someday, and I just don't want to ruin it. Plus, it kind of makes it a little more unique, I guess. Then we have the Queen alien. Oh, hold on. This is one of their designs that they did. Kind of, I guess, to match the King alien. And then you have the little spongy part on the back of her head to where she can go. Okay. Well, she can't do it on her own, so I'm going to pull it out. The little mouth is supposed to launch. There's a little squeezy thing for air. But it's not working. But there you can see in all her glorious detail. Then we have the other Queen alien figure. This one's a lot cooler, in my opinion. I wish they'd done another King design. That would have been interesting. But in any case, we got this cool flying Queen alien. Now mine, the foot and one of the little hands, I think, are broken. But you do have the wing flapping action, which, let me see if I can actually get it to... Oh, it's not working. Oh, I think you have to pull it. You have to pull it to do it, and I'm not going to be able to do that one-handed. But yeah, it's supposed to flap a little bit, you know. And then last but not least... Oh, well, let me show you this before I show you the last thing. This little baby Queen alien. It's pretty funny. That's the only, like, little accessory alien piece that I have besides the ones that came with the Queen alien. But anyways, last but not least, my favorite, the newborn alien from Resurrection. Say what you will about the movie itself, but this design is really creepy. And they've tried to recreate it in Romulus. Yeah, that's the new one. But I thought this design, the way he looks, is so creepy and gross. Like, he's all slimy in the movie. And I love the NECA version of this figure. It's pretty iconic, despite the movie's shortcomings. But there you have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. This was a collection idea that I wanted to do a while back. I did all the NECA ones, and I figured this is going to be a long one too, so we're going to have to wait. But now that it's done, tell me, what else do you guys want to see? Do you want to see me review some certain movies? I still have the Clive Barker Tortured Souls figures. I don't think I've shown those in a video yet. And then I do have, like, some other ideas. I was wanting to do, like, maybe looking through some Fangorias and Rumorgs, see if there's any interesting articles or ads. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.